Okay, Sonic 84 sample. I'm talking about the complaint I'm going to do on YouTube. And this is a request from me. And this is my request, what I think Stagecoach should do. And this is what I should have written down before I said. Please, Stagecoach, bring the Emperor 400 out as an X4 double-decker bus, because I want to see like a good couple of mint condition double-deckers, because we see them about the X4 other double-deckers, but they're in England. It's like a golden double-decker and they're single double-deckers. They're single buses, but we only get X4 single buses. I'm not complaining because, well, we always get small single buses. This is what I think a Stagecoach should do. They should get off their butts, act like they said 17 single buses were made. Seriously, 7 double-deckers could have been made for the price they had. Yeah, 7 double-decker buses could have been made. Out of all of that, well, they could have made 10 double-decker buses and had 7 single buses. Yeah, alright. This is just my way of saying what I think the transport should do. I mean, I know it's a single bus. You extended the back on the single bus, and now you can't even go around the roundabout in certain. You even find it awkward to get through the Abargavenny roundabout as you're coming through this junction, and you find it hard enough to go through the roundabout in Abargavenny. You find it hard enough. Well, couldn't you make a new route and go down the hill and round? And then, of course, you miss a lot of bus stops, but, you know, they could have had another bus go down that route. Another thing, they should have both double-deckers back. Since they keep making this excuse that, oh, I can't see a double-decker bus being about. Because, A, they can't get through the area, you know, in Tredegar, and they can't go underneath. Oh, hang on, wait. You can't go underneath because with a single bus, because there was a turning junction, and they actually, because the extension on the back of the bus was too big, they were able to not fit into the roundabout area. Yet they broke the roundabout sign, the one thing. And then they say now they can't go underneath this tunnel thing. Well, maybe if you look at the instructions, you know that double-deckers always went underneath it a long time ago. And the only reason there's a bus stop there was because the double-deckers were around. Well, if that's the case, then bring the double-deckers back. I mean, if a job can complain too much, like, it's great to be on a single bus, it's better than the Cardiff double-decker. These Cardiff are having double-deckers. You know, the only place in Wales to even see the light of double-deckers. And now Wales is doing it. No, Wales is doing it. With the Riva Train Wales has got a company with buses as well, which is now called Riva Bus Wales. And they have them in North Wales on the double-deckers. I see them a lot in different countries, but Wales seem to be unpopulated by Stagecoach with buses. Too many people are catching the buses, man. Before you know it, they'd be all taking trains. Yeah, and I mean old people. Even old people will be going, oh, screw this, man. I'd rather waste more money and go on a taxi. A lot of people will be getting on the trains. There'll be more people getting on the trains. And this isn't fair. You have X4 buses, 70 new buses, And you have all this high-tech thing like the internet, which is fucking worthless. Yeah, some guy had a laptop and actually complained that he tried to activate it and all that, and the internet was rubbish. Even the cell phones were rubbish. The population on that bus is ridiculous. It shouldn't even have a single bus only. It should be double deckers as well. I understand where I'm coming from when I'm saying this, and I know a lot of you think, wait, he's talking about a double decker. Yeah, if they had X4 had double deckers about, why not I be on them every day? And I will be. They barely see me in this house. Makeup staff will say, where's these going out all the time? Yeah, because I be on the double deckers all the time. And two, they be the most popular thing since it would bring kids. More mothers and more fathers will leave their cars behind if they had double deckers. I will agree with that. And they will. Because they say, right, kids going in, and maybe have some double deckers for school buses as well, you know. Have them going to the comprehensive school, you know. It wouldn't hurt to have a double decker bus go all the way to Cardiff and Abargavenny and everything. No, they just, you know, bore you to death with a single bus. That's why I'm on the train all the time, going back and forth. I understand I give them credit, you know, they're always, you know, you don't have to worry about waiting for another stop, and you don't have to know you can always know which stop it is and that. I understand that. But what I don't understand is they could do with double deckers. And let's face it, come on, we've been out without a double decker for years. Ever since we didn't have a double decker ever since the late 90s. And let's face it, the late 90s they wouldn't double deckers. The only time they ever saved that right was from a red and white bus, and that was for school, and they painted over it and put a Stagecoach bus engine in it, even conserved it and even not using it anymore. And let's face it, red and white buses were the best. They know when to entertain kids. They knew to bring people into their buses, and they knew how much fun it was to be on the top deck of the bus. They were fun buses, red and white, because they had loads of double deckers. You get on the double deck, on the top deck, and to be honest, it was more fun. But now, I don't look at the bus as fun, more like it's boring me. I mean, you haven't even got a TV on the single bus. Let's face it, if you can't have a TV on a single bus, they even have it on the double deckers in Cardiff. You know, if you don't want to look out the window and this and that, you see the TV come on now and again, like the news would come on. Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, come on. It's been years now since, it's been 20 years, 20 or 30 years now when we didn't have a double decker. I think about 30 to 20 years, and let's face it, double deckers are going to be the most fun bus. Let's face it, Stagecoach, if you want to see more people get on the bus, then bring the double deckers back with the X4 bus. If you can't, then more and more people will take the trains, and they will take the taxi to get to the trains. If you bring the double deckers back, and I'll be out all the time on a double decker, even to Abargavenny on them, you know. Yeah, bring the double deckers back. Seriously, please, Stagecoach, I'm begging you to bring back the double decker buses, because you can be a good service if you try to bring the double deckers back. It'll be more fun for people to catch the buses. And it's not just Stagecoach. There are other firms that could do it as well. Like maybe maybe Reach Travels or Henley's, you know, could have them about, I suppose. You know, mostly I would say Reach Travels and Stagecoach if possible. You know, it's double-deckers, you know. Edwards could do it, probably. Other firms, you know, please, all I'm begging is double-decker buses come back. Even if you call them double-decker coaches, I don't care. Just bring them back. You know, we used to have a red and white double-decker bus, and let's face it, they were much fun. And the only purpose for having a red and white bus is saying, I salute red and white, but I don't salute Stagecoach. So all Stagecoach did was save the red and white double-decker, and then they just went. They just went as soon as they couldn't keep them in. So yeah, all I am saying is Brimau needs to get this sorted, because the Brimau Council needs to get it sorted. The mayor want to get off their arse and do something about this, because Brimau mayor, Abargavenny mayor, whatever mayor, got to get off their arse and pay a lot of money for these Stagecoach buses to have a double-decker. I am begging you. This is the only way you can ever get popular now, Stagecoach. I know there's a lot of people catching the buses, and I noticed how crowded I was when I went on the bus. Even from Pontypridd, I was going to Cardiff. I was coming from Cardiff, and to be honest, it was Pontypridd, and that was freaking crowded, and there were still people waiting to get on the Brimau bus. It was because the bus was too crowded. There were more people waiting for another bus. Lucky enough that the next bus didn't have so many people on it. So Stagecoach, bring your ass into gear. All I'm asking for is to bring buses in, and please thumb me up. Don't hate my video for saying this. This is a begging. This is saying something. This is like, please bring them out, because in future people will take the buses more, and if they do, you need the double-deckers. Otherwise people will go for the trains more and more and take the trains to Cardiff. You know, because Brimau, you know, because it is a long way to get to Cardiff. So I'm only saying, you're going to take 4 to 5 hours to get there. It could take you 4 to 5 hours to get there. You wouldn't even know, because of the traffic jam and all this thing coming up. Okay, it's not 4 to 5 hours. It's like 2 hours and a half it got me to get to from Evervale to Cardiff. It probably take longer than that. It'll take you 3 hours if you was in Abargavenny on the bus. It would take you 3 hours, maybe 4 hours and a half if you was from Hereford or from some sort of English place, which I recommend, you know, catching a double-deckers, because, you know, this is the only way that your buses will ever get popular, Stagecoach. And I'm just begging you, please, you know, this is a message that needs to get out to people. I need a lot of subscribers, so please don't hate on this video. And please thumb me up. If you hate on my video, don't watch. All I'm begging you is don't watch my videos if you hate them. Please leave good comments on my video. And please help the bus community. Don't put anything silly like, oh, there isn't going to be a double-deck bus, or tough, there isn't going to be. Just put in the good comments. That's all I'm saying. Don't put anything silly. If you don't like my videos, don't bother watching. Don't put silly bad comments, and don't thumb me video down. All I'm asking for is a thumbs up, subscribe to me, and please let me know if they will ever bring him out, because I am begging Stagecoach to do this. So yeah, so I'll leave you for now, and sayonara.